folks, today we are here sitting down with Mr. Alan Cornelison, Sr. And, well, you know what, Alan? I'm going to introduce myself, then I'm going to let you start talking. How's that for you? All right. I'm Alicia with Des Moines New Age Shopping Community Center, and I'm going to let Alan take over. He's a Leo, so I think he'll do just fine at this. Go ahead.
All right. Well, as she says, my name is Alan Cornelison, Sr. I am the founder of Dark River Paranormal. And I just recently wrote a book, 7 years.
Wow.
Investigating a location called the Stagecoach Inn, which brings to the title Ghosts and Legends of the Stagecoach Inn.
By the way, you can get his book on his website, Dark River Paranormal, as well as on Amazon, but on Dark River Paranormal, you get a signed copy.
DarkRiverParanormal.com. Just go to the menu tab, and it says Get Your Book.
Okay.
And that, by the way, is the only way to get a signed version of the book.
Unless you come out to our fair in March, where he's going to be doing book signings.
Yes, I am. I had some really good reviews on the book. I know some of you might know Daniel Class, Chris Moon, Christopher Sutton, Dee Garcia, Chris DeCesar. All of them have already read the book.
Nice.
And have gave me some excellent kudos, and as being a first-time author. In fact, Chris DeCesar says it's spine-chilling. So
Okay, then. So not a bedtime story.
So it's not a bedtime story, and it follows my life basically for 7 years of investigating and how it affected my family, how it affected my life. Some of the incredible things that I found out there that, as far as I'm concerned, gives fact to the paranormal that it does exist.
Exactly.
So,
well, I'm one of those people you will not get any arguments from me out of the paranormal existing. But I do want to ask you how you got started in this field.
I got started in this field in 1982. Unfortunately, my daughter had lost her mother.
My condolences.
It was,
My condolences.
thank you, long time ago. And it was some weeks later, many weeks, I found her in her bedroom. It was at night before I go to bed. I could hear her talking. Of course, this is in the book. I won't get into a lot of details.
Right.
But she'd seen something I didn't see, and I won't reveal what that was.
Right.
But ever since then, I've been on this quest to figure out what is going on, how it works, why some people see things, why other people don't. And so I've invested a lot of time, effort, and resources, money into good equipment to try to, validate to people that they have paranormal encounters. When I first started doing this, it was out of selfishness. It was out of my own needs and wants. And then it turned into something bigger. I was actually helping people.
I think that's the way it is with a lot of your true paranormal investigators. It starts off when it hits home.
And it hit home hard.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now, what keeps you going?
What keeps me going? I think that was a question you asked me earlier. I didn't really know how to answer that. What keeps me going in this? I think it's just the need to learn.
Okay.
To, again, figure out what's on the other side. And there's a lot of avenues to get there. And I've found a few of them already. But that's what keeps me going, in the people. People like yourself, that really have an interest in what we're all looking for, and it's answers. Yes.
What is it my dad used to say? Curiosity might have killed the cat, but the satisfaction brought him back to life.
Very true. Very true.
Okay, now you have said in previous conversations you're a bit of a ghost doctor, a diagnostic technician for the paranormal.
Yeah, that's kind of a spin on it. A lot of times,
I like the spin though.
when parents notify me and they say to me, we got ghosts in our house, my kids are afraid.
Yeah.
A lot of times the children will open up to their parents. Their parents say, "Oh, there's nothing to it. There's nothing in the closet. Yeah. There's nothing there. Don't worry about it."
I think every one of us knows that's bunk.
It's kind of like, if somebody says to you, "I got a stomach ache," and your friend says, "Oh, you just got maybe appendicitis." Well, it's not until you hear it from a doctor that you actually feel good about what may be going on with your own body.
Right.
So when I explain to these young children that, I'm a paranormal investigator, this is what I do. I am in the business of looking for ghosts, and I believe you. So tell me about it. Get your crayons out. Tell me a little bit about your story. and really get down at eye level. Sit on the floor with them.
Yeah.
And let them talk to you. They'll listen to you more than they will their parents, because their parents, they're not ghost hunters, so to speak. You know, they're not paranormal investigators. This is my thing. This is what I do. And it really makes children relax.
That's good. And it is really heart-wrenching when the cases come across our desks with the kids.
Can be, yes.
Yeah.
Very much.
Okay. So, what is your favorite part about what you do?
My favorite part about what I do is, again, along that line of being a ghost doctor.
Okay.
I would much rather, as a paranormal investigator, deliver the news that there's nothing here. Much like a doctor. A doctor doesn't want to tell you you have cancer.
Right.
They want to tell you you have a cold.
Yes.
So that's what I like about what I do. I would much rather not find anything than find something. I think it's important.
I like that. I like that take on it. So, now we go to, what is your best story?
My best story?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. There's a lot of them. I would say the best story was, it must have been about in 19, going back a little ways, 1986. Okay. Somebody had said that they were hearing voices in the basement. They've been doing remodeling, and they've been told that, you know, when you change things around, that could entice activity, so to speak, ramp it up.
I was going to say it will wake spirits up, yes.
I've been down the basement several times, and nothing would happen. No voices, didn't hear anything. And we're all sitting on the couch upstairs, and I have a tape recorder that's the size of a shoebox.
Okay.
You know, and we could hear it. We could hear voices. We had the door open, and we could hear these slight voices coming from the basement. So of course, just we're shot down there. Nothing. It's gone. So we waited. Okay. And it happened again. Hmm. It was a dry pea trap. Oh! What happened was the laterals go out to the main drain on the street. Mm-hmm. And when somebody else would flush a toilet or run water, it would go into that great big 18-inch pipe, and those little trickle noises of splashing sounds would emanate up the pipe into the house, and it sounded like people talking. As soon as we pour a coffee can of water into the pea trap, guess what? Voices were gone. Okay. So I'm thinking that's probably one of my favorite stories I like to tell, that basically just says it's not always paranormal.
Yes. Now, there are a lot of people that rush to the conclusion of paranormal activity being demonic, a lot of both investigators and everything like that. What's your feeling on that?
I've done this for a long time.
Nah, you're just fresh in it, right? Just a couple weeks.
Yeah. I can count on one hand maybe how many times that I have backed out of a situation, not because I thought it was demonic, mm-hmm. but it was something malevolent. Right. And that's out of a lot of investigations. That's mm-hmm. over years. If it is, it's out of my pay grade. I back out. I find somebody to take care of it. Right. I'm not a shaman. I'm not a witch doctor. I'm not a witch. Mm-hmm. I'm just a guy. Right. And you got to know when it's time to say, I can't do this. Yeah. And why would anybody want to? Unless you're a priest.
I was going to say, well, it's not maybe about a want to, it's about a need to or a calling, really.
It might be a calling, but it's not this guy's.
Yeah, right? I get that. Okay, so, best story about interacting with a customer or a fan, somebody you met out at a book signing, anything like that?
Best interaction. Mm-hmm. Boy, I had a lot of, I would have to say it's Chris Moon.
Really?
Yeah. Chris Moon was, he's actually the one that kind of encouraged me to write the book, mm-hmm. and to bring the Stagecoach Inn story forward. Chris Moon actually investigated there. Nice. I was able to bring him from one of these events. Okay. And so I guess that would be the best story, having him come on board and validate not only to the world but to myself that I wasn't crazy about what was going on at the Stagecoach Inn. Okay. And he's also mentioned in the book.
Okay. Now, doesn't have to be anything bad, but craziest interaction with a person.
Been a lot of those. Craziest interaction. I would think the one that when a gentleman said that he could manifest himself as a demon.
Oh.
And
Okay.
he began to slobber and spit and started contorting his body. And basically it was weird and strange. And he wasn't demonic, he was still of the flesh. That was probably one of my crazy interactions, yeah.
Dude, at that point I would have popped out some oregano, thrown it at him, and left the house.
It was pretty weird, yeah.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
pretty weird. I don't know if he was trying to intimidate me or what he was trying to do, but yeah, it was weird.
At that point, you don't care. Just
No.
leave the premises.
Leave
Like,
the
goodbye. Bye, Felicia.
Yeah, he was stomping some kind of a staff on the floor and doing all kinds of strange things. And it was just a little uncomfortable.
So when you meet him at his booth, don't do that, please, for the love of God, because I'm going to be freaked out too, and you're probably going to clear out the fair. Although I will get you on camera and put you on YouTube, so yeah. Okay, so now, of course, I would like you to talk about how to reach you, how to get in touch with you for paranormal investigations, a little bit more, how to get your book, things like that.
Pretty easy, really. You can notify me through my Facebook page, Alan Cornelison Sr. You can also go to my Facebook page, Dark River Paranormal. Either place, you can just drop me a message,
Okay.
personal message. You can also go to my email. Let me see, what is my email? It's darkriverparanormal@outlook.com.
Okay.
And you can drop me a message there as well. If you're having any issues in your house, I'd be more than happy to come and check it out.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
Very well.
And bye, guys. Toodles. Come see him at the March Fair, March 23rd and 24th.